All right, we're all here. Let's do a show, shall we? It's Barn Burner on a Friday. It's Boomer. It's Warner. It's Pinder. It's Hawaiian Shirt Day. Friday, Hawaiian Shirt Day. We're Hawaiian shirt and jeans.
By now, if you'd like to.
It's a Flames game day. Get your helmet on and get your one of a kind, one of one, Michael Backlund, Captain Flames t-shirts on.
Still haven't seen those floating around in the team store. Getting a little pushback from your pals on that or what?
Sold out.
Is that what it is? Yeah, one of one sold out. Okay.
Yeah, one of one, Ryan. One of one. What are you going to do? How are we all doing today? How are we?
Damn fine, Dean. Thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
How's the hangover, Rhett?
No hangover here.
What?
No, you don't drink with these
Stopped
people.
early.
No, these people, they're not drinkers. They're not drinkers.
They don't
Tonight.
drink.
Tonight, it's drinkers. Yesterday, no drinkers.
What's tonight?
So who are you
Yeah.
cavorting with tonight?
I don't know. There's an option of going to a Sabres game at 6
Penguins?
or going to a pub to watch the Sabres game. Astounding the prices for these tickets. I can get in with the rest of these skids.
Yeah, that's
have
right.
to
Yeah,
pay.
skids. Yeah, that's right. So no, the Sabres aren't setting the world on fire. Is it just because it's the
No,
weekend?
they're not.
It's a 6 o'clock game and it's a holiday. So
Holiday.
I think that's probably.
Driven up the price.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I did not drink yesterday, but I do feel hungover.
Really?
Too much gravy.
Neat.
Man, oh man.
What did
Not
you
complaining. Not
Oh,
what did you have
complaining.
to peel Jack off your couch?
No, you know what? He was there, and then he had another meal he had to go and.
Is he hungover?
How are you feeling, Jack?
Let's go to the Jack Cam.
No, I'm good.
Jack
Okay.
doesn't get
Hungover,
hungover. He does it
I can't
professional.
feel hungover.
Yeah, you're too young to be hungover.
He's
Exactly.
professional.
No school today, Rhett. You'd be happy to hear, despite
Ooh.
a week off just a week and a half ago, the kids are not in school.
Don't bombard them. Give them more time to get on their screens and to F around and do like
You really want them to get savvy in terms of their
Yes.
Googling and search abilities. So leave them
Yeah.
home with the tablet, folks.
social media is a big deal, you know.
Yeah.
You
Great for your mental
there's-
health. It's really good.
Yeah, great for the health, great for the activity, great for the diabetes, great for the you can have huge success. You read about all these people that are making big dough, big money on the socials.
Socials. Love it.
They are.
They'll
Yeah.
learn this shit.
And I like on some of the socials, they'll go on there and be, do you know how easy this
It's
is?
so easy.
I made $30,000
A month.
while I was taking a shit. You can't. If you're not also making money while you shit, then you're missing out. It's this easy. So go to Amazon and do this, and there's a drop-down menu, and then take this and do.
Mm.
Yeah, got it. Okay, fair enough. But no, not complaining. Have felt better.
Sounds like you're complaining.
What do we got? What's going
There's a
on?
lot of food, dude.
Is that what it is? You overdid it.
Oh
Did
man,
you see his stuff on social media? There's a lot of bird there.
I
You didn't have to eat it all.
I know. Well, and didn't. So much food. Greg Keller and Bonton Meats are
It's bad
official. He is. It's our new tradition. Our official American Thanksgiving sponsor.
Yes.
It's kitchen shows or it's food shows the rest of the way now. Greg fired over the turkey breast injected with butter and 4 massive cordon bleus. So turkey
Wow.
with the ham and the cheese wrapped and then breaded and that, and a huge tray of, as you saw, potato salad.
Get you.
So I kind of grazed on the potato salad because it was full. It was prepared. It was just kind of a steady intake of the potato salad. Poured a couple of Origin Mexican lagers over the top over the course of the day, and then started to eat. Oy vey.
Sounds like you didn't really stop eating rather than started to eat.
Didn't stop.
That's fair.
Nope, didn't stop. And then, what are you going to do? It's Thanksgiving. Went and had pecan pie and pumpkin pie. And
God damn it.
I had the full 1 liter of whipped cream, like the actual cream. So we whipped that son of a bitch up. And,
That's past tense, Rhett. Did you notice that? We had a liter of whipped cream. It's like right with the Cool Whip, just dummying it.
I'll have you know, and I have photographic evidence that I'm about to share. It's not just me. It's not just me.
No.
Take a look at this. This is my kid last night.
Oh, just KO'd.
Flat out.
You've taught him well, dude.
Look at the hands over the face.
Oh, yeah.
It's
It's gluttonous.
When you get up from the table, walk straight to the living room and lay flat out.
Yeah,
It's
stretch out.
It's
Open
like
up a
an
little.
alligator
Grimacing. Just
takes down a gazelle, eats
Yeah.
the thing whole, and then finds a nice hot rock
Yeah.
to sit upon for a day or two while it digests it. That's what you're looking at right there. And he's got the sweats on. He was ready.
prepared correctly.
Had the fat pants on, ready to
Elastic
roll.
waistband. Yeah. We got a ton of run out of the grub sent this way from Greg to studio, not to your house. We had the Cajun turkey breast sliced thin. It was amazing. A kick to it. And then 2 of the turkey cordon bleus, and it happened to be a buddy's birthday. So I wheeled in. Everyone loved it. And we had enough for the boys for dinner last night as well, who were loving it as well. Cordon bleu, deadly. It's like a supersized chicken one.
Well, and yeah, I mean, it's this big. And there's Greg was asking. He said, "So what did they think of the cordon bleus?" And actually, it's all unbelievable. My family actually said, "I like the cordon bleu over the turkey breast."
I mean, it's like picking between underwear models here, but yeah,
It is underwear models. Yeah, it's like, okay, so take the turkey and then put some delicious salted cured meat in there along with some cheese, and it's better, is it? Oh, okay, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taking notes here. Cheese, salt, more meats.
Wonton.
Meats don't clash, Dean. Meats don't clash.
Yeah. And Greg, what did Greg have? He had the pork chops last night. He sent me his photo. Wonder how I don't need to share it.
Was it the stuffed pork chop?
Well, now I need to share it with you. No, I think he just thick cut pork chops, put on the smoker, and again, I guess this is one of those things. If you own a jewelry store, you wear fancy jewelry. If you own a car dealership, you drive the nicest car in the lot.
Why not?
If you're going to own the best meat market in town, you're not firing out Click,
Head cheese.
you're not doing flakes of turkey when you have people over or when
Canned
you're
tuna?
taking care of yourself.
No.
You can't do that. All right, incoming, Jack. We'll be ready for it. But yeah, so that was my kid last night. He hit the floor, and actually, I don't want to say even Mama had to kind of lay out for a little bit.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was on the couch, sat on the couch, and then had the recline, and was kind of, how you can do like the normal, right? So you're on the recliner with your feet out straight.
Mm-hmm.
Then you can kind of start to do some of these where your feet stay in the corner, but your body starts to kind of on the couch do sort of this. Gravity's a son of a bitch. It can take you right down. I have put on so much weight in the last 6 weeks.
You must be happy. You love food.
Jesus Christ.
Do you have an event that you're trying to?
Yeah, you're bulking up for something? You gotta make
Gotta
weight
make
here
weight?
for a fight?
What's the commitment to this? Like, where?
Why are you so inspired?
Oh, there's some.
Look at those. That look
Those
good.
look all right. Yeah. You
You know what those aren't?
A little bit of apple butter.
Those bullshit pork chops you get at the grocery store.
No.
They're about that thick.
Believe
like-
that.
Take these and put them on the grill for 9 seconds or they'll be dry as shit. Right? Oh, that's the thing with pork chops. I don't like pork chops. It's just they're so dry. Yeah, because when you buy them at the grocery store, they're cut so thin that in order to
help but be dry.
You've got about a 6-second window of getting them off the heat where they're cooked but not dry.
Brining as well. Let's not discount. You want to brine some, that helps.
We have so many crusades to take on. We need to really kind of educate people on pork, how to do it.
Yep.
Bologna. We got to get people coming around on the bologna. Sad tales, but I feel like we're the people for the job, and I feel like we're up to it.
I'm committed.
Yeah. So there you go. Bonton Meat Market.
Good luck making that weight, Dean.
God almighty. I mean, look at me.
Jesus
Christ.
What is your commitment level to this and why? What do you?
I think it started with the full-size chocolate bars before Halloween. Yeah, it definitely started with the full-size chocolate bars.
So you've been in the 6-week.
Yeah, it's just
next week I'll be better.
You know, I'm hungry. Guess I need a Snickers.
How's that stationary bike doing at your house?
It's still there, and it gets periodic use, but not like it used to. So we got to get the. I mean, Jesus. Hi. Jeez, I'm kind of hungry. I think I'll have 19 mini Wonder Bars.
Oh, they're good.
But they're mini.
And now the problem is there's a certain type of candy cane that I enjoy.
That's in season.
Yeah, I'll just grab a handful of those and pick away. I'm eating those like sunflower seeds right now.
Candy canes.
And I don't like candy canes, but it's this certain kind. It's
really.
It's a Calgary Flames game day. They're in Dallas tonight to take on the Dallas Stars. What can we tell you about the Dallas Stars?
They're good.
Yeah, they are 5-1-1 in their last 7 games. This will be the 5th and final game of a homestand, of which they are on. We've been talking a lot about the Calgary Flames power play. None of it good, but we've been talking about the power play for the Flames. I looked up the Stars numbers here this morning.
Better?
And it's a little bit, I mean, I'll throw it out there. They have scored 9 power play goals in their last 6 games.
6. That's more than the Flames have all year, correct?
So 9 goals. Now, granted, they scored 5 in one game against the Minnesota Wild.
Pretty good.
If you remember, I think it was late last week or early this week, there was that Wild game against Minnesota where they had 5. But yeah, still 9 power play. Even if you take those 5 away, their power play is just fine. It's been more efficient as of late. To look at their season-long numbers, the last 10, 12 games, they have picked it up for sure. Yeah, Flames have not picked it up.
No.
They have 1 power play goal in their last 8 games.
Is it like a basket of goods that maybe they put down and they can't find it now? Do you know what I mean? They were wandering through the forest picking mushrooms or something, and they've lost their basket. They can't find it. Where did
we put the power play goals?
They do the Hansel and Gretel thing, but then things were eaten like cookie crumbs. They couldn't get back to it.
I thought you had them.
Did they ever have the power play goals? That's my question. Like,
maybe
aside from a couple 5-on-3s, like, aren't they? Maybe they're still looking for the fucking
negative prick, Pinder. Come on.
They have 8 power play goals. Dallas has more than that in their last 6 games.
Well,
8 for 61.
Don't compare yourself to others. It's not a healthy thing to do.
Okay, well, compare 13.1% to whatever you want. It blows.
Yeah, 13.1%.
Like, that's oof.
There's probably some things you want a really low percentage in.
Yeah, like, you know,
body fat,
blood alcohol, body fat.
Yeah, body fat. Of your food intake, how much of it has been Snickers bars?
That should be a low number. Goals against average, we like low. There's all kinds of things where lower is better. Power play percentage is not one of them.
They've got it backwards.
Jonathan Huberdeau scored that power play goal going back, whatever it was, 3 games ago, and it's been nothing since. So 1 power play goal in their last 8 games. It's a stretch of 1 for 22.
And they've already had an 0 for 17er and an 0 for 19er, and I'm not trying to pile on here. It's just not good. And I'm not saying it's anyone's fault. I don't love the personnel, the coach. We haven't seen him with good NHL power play assets yet. I don't know that it's his fault or not.
Jeez.
No.
Hey, Ryan.
It's not been good. Nothing's working there.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Why do you hate Mark Savard?
Farva? No, love him. Sure, he's a wonderful guy. I have no problem, Mark. Sorry, no.
I like Mark Savard.
He was a bit uppity asking for trades early in his career.
I just want to know why.
Probably right. Eric Gilbert was a dick. They fired him anyway.
Why you hate Mark Savard?
Why do you love this power play, Dean? That's what I'll ask you. What about it is like, damn it,
no.
Look at that go. Look at it hum.
I have a question for you.
Yeah, fire.
for both of you. So we'll go to the 3-shot. Who, without looking or Googling, just look right into the camera.
Yeah.
Just look straight ahead. Who leads the Calgary Flames in goals?
I would say Mangiapane and Hannafin, something like that. Something weird. 4 goals, 5.
It is not Hannafin.
Has
Mangiapane is
4.
tied with one other person.
Zari.
No.
Nope. This struck me because, and again, I'm not trying to make you guys look bad because I was in the same boat. I'm like,
It was just a bunch in a clump. I mean,
who
Kadri.
Blake Coleman
Nick
and Andrew
Coleman, that's right.
Mangiapane lead the Flames in goals, tied with 5.
And tonight is game number 20. Is that right? Who are we at?
Wait,
it
now
19?
who's at the tops in the league? So if they're
No,
at
don't
5
do that. Don't do that.
Oh,
No,
you're right.
We're not
Don't
comparing to
compare.
others, Rhett. Remember, we
compare.
can't do that. Not in a league where we're competing for titles.
Because you know what? Here's the thing. There's a bunch of players I know that have had hat tricks. And last I checked, a hat trick means you get 3 in one game.
Right.
So
it's a bit of a head start on the Flames.
right, that's a pretty good night.
I think Matthew
These guys
said
have
4
5.
the first game.
So tonight will be the 20th game. That's close to the 1/4 mark of the season. So your top offensive players are on pace for about 21 goals.
Depth of scoring.
Now,
We don't
Hannafin's
have-
on pace for over 15 goals. That's lovely. I think Rasmus Anderson's got some goals as well.
I don't care how they spread it out however you
Reed
want.
Dog,
You get to 200
he's got
goals, you
some.
get to 200 goals. It's all good.
Is 200 the magic number?
Spread.
Is that
I
right?
don't know if it is,
Spread
but
it around.
I really don't
I'm
think it
pulling
is.
numbers out of my hoop, and that's
It might have been an 04. That was the
right
lowest scoring
now.
hero.
200. We'll be happy with 200.
They're on pace for over 200. That's not enough. They need more.
Hannafin, 4-game point streak, 2 goals, 2 assists. And you know what we need to do, and I feel like we do this a lot, especially when it's this guy versus the Calgary Flames. And Rhett, I don't think you were in on this. I'm trying to remember who I was. I think it was you, Ryan. We were talking about this guy,
Always killing the Flames.
Joe Pavelski. Leads the Dallas Stars in scoring. He has 18 points in 18 games. He is on a 5-game point streak, 6
Ageless.
points in those 5 games. Tied for the lead in team goals with Rupe Hintz with 8. So leads them in scoring, tied in goals. He's on a 5-game heater, and he's 40 years old.
Point per game player, no sweat. He's 39 and a third. He's nearly there. That is wild.
And because we were talking, is this fucking guy a Hall of Famer?
Yeah,
For a guy that was drafted in the 7th round, has been too small forever. How many playoff games? Was it like
250, I think.
friggin' playoff games?
Because the Sharks made it every year, and then he went to Dallas, and they've been in some serious runs.
He's got no wins anymore.
He's got no wins. Like
And
there's
no
100
no personal
82.
titles.
182 playoff games. He needs a cup, and he's in. That's what I say.
but
I don't think so. He doesn't have any personal What's he won?
yeah, there's no.
Well, I just don't. I think the totals are impressive. The longevity. I like if you're going to let the kind of guys they're letting in, he fits in with the lower end. I'll say that. It's not. I don't want to name names and take shots at guys. They're great hockey players, but this is no longer a place where only guys that were the best at what they did at the time get in. It ain't. Like you got. Like Kevin Lowe's in there, and it's like, yeah, he won a lot. He was the 5th or 6th best player on his team all the time. Is that really a Hall of Famer?
Well,
And like the goalies, like Rogie Vachon gets in like 25 years after he's eligible. What are we doing here?
I mean, it's hard to me. It's hard to defend the Hall of Fame case, and it's again exaggerating to make a point, but it is incredible the career he has had. And I think even we have respected what he's done, and I'm still floored at how he's able to do this. A testament to him as an athlete, as a professional. He obviously keeps himself in great shape. He's doing something, and still, when for your money, you want somebody in net to redirect pucks.
Yeah,
there may not be anybody better still in the National Hockey League that can get a stick on it than Joe Pavelski.
he's around 1,150 points and 1,400 plus games if you add in his playoffs. That's a lot of goals and points and assists in big games.
Anyway,
but again, until the Hall of Fame tells us how things are actually decided on, we'll never know.
Flames and Stars coming up tonight.
Good player. We'll maybe because we do football picks today. Just a reminder: don't sleep on the Pavelski
anytime.
Anytime, because
I
talk about it. It's in the universe. Happens.
I picked Dallas to win football, so.
Yeah, that was interesting this morning. We had to put our picks in, and he said, I'll take the Cowboys.
I like the pick.
You didn't want to take the Packers and the Niners as well? You're at it, Rats?
No, I saw
that.
I saw those scores. That would be cheating.
Okay.
Yeah, you were asleep by the time the Cowboys game is on. You have no idea who won that game.
No clue.
You missed the halftime show. Goodness gracious. What are we doing?
Dolly?
Dolly was dressed as a
Did
cowboy.
you see how good Dolly looked in that picture I sent you, Jack?
I mean,
smoke show.
Listen, 77 years old.
Yeah.
Where's her, like, the microphone is somewhere in her hair, right? Like, she looked cool and calm, and she has been doing this her whole friggin' life, but she stood out there in front of the world as a 77-year-old woman wearing a cheerleader outfit and crushed it.
Belted it out. Now I didn't have the sound on. I couldn't see the mic. Are we worried about a lip syncing controversy?
No. Well, you could tell because she was talking, but I'm just, there's nothing to do with her hands.
Yeah.
Right? She's just out there and performing in front of the world, and she sounded great. She looked great. Unfriggin' believable.
Dean on Twitter, settle down, buddy.
Well, like I was the only one on Twitter saying she looked good.
No, she broke the thing. It was crazy.
What a gal.
Yep, talented.
Right, Jack?
Hey, Jack.
What's
Jolene.
Stumble out of bed and stumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup. 9 to 5. What a goddamn great tune.
You've used that pretty well over the years, Dean, to some effect. Do you remember that one?
Which one?
The Flames beat the Oilers 9 to 5, and you put the highlights over the music, and people in Edmonton nearly burnt down the city.
That one, it was actually Gola that got people infuriated.
Yeah, Gola.
But then, yeah, we did the 9 to 5. That's right. Yeah, we're hilarious. We're so
Aren't
funny.
We? Yeah.
So good on Dolly. I hope I look like that when I'm 77.
Dean, I got bad news for you.
I hope I can still fit into my cheerleader outfit when I'm 77.
If you put a cheerleading outfit on when you're 77, A, the over's paid because you're still alive, and B, get ready to get thrown in the back of a paddy wagon and taken to an institution.
Do you think she was, and I'm being totally serious, did she have to be encouraged to wear the cheerleader outfit?
No.
Dolly?
She does what she wants. They said, Dolly, would you like to perform at the halftime show? And she said, you're damn right I would. This is what I'm doing.
Which is kind of what...
You think you're going to tell Dolly what to do?
No one's telling Dolly what to do.
Which is kind of what I think, too. I agree with it. God love it. Like, to have that confidence and give a shit. No, this is what I'm doing. That's just
77,
awesome.
You look like that. You should be in a cheerleader outfit.
And listen, and sounded great. She sounded as good as she ever has. All you other, you know what? Hey, Usher, you're doing the halftime show. You stink.
Why is Usher taking strays?
You know what? I've been meaning to talk about it. Usher for the halftime show.
I'm with you, Dean.
What the fuck are we doing?
Who's
Usher?
Choices.
Yeah. And all his dumb, stinky ballad bullshit. Usher?
So which of the recent halftimes have you not liked that Usher's not up to their caliber that you have liked?
Well, how about
the Snoop Dogg? That whole
how about Dre?
Yes.
That was
friggin' unreal.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I mean, Gaga was good. It's not really my thing, but you appreciate the performance that she put on. Stupid The Weeknd.
Weeknd was really good. I feel like now people appreciate The Weeknd more than at that time. It was like, oh, this seemed, But now everyone's like, all his damn songs, and he keeps making bangers. I'm just got the list here dialed up for you. Let's go back in time and see, because now it's like more than one. You have multiple performers. Oh my God!
I hope Usher's bringing
Rihanna last year. Rihanna was good.
Wasn't
she like preggers or something too?
Yeah,
when she was
she was with child.
Weekend before The Weekend was Shakira and Jennifer Lopez.
Banger. That was in. Was that the Miami one?
Maroon 5 and Justin Timberlake, Lady Gaga, Coldplay, Katy Perry, Bruno Mars, very short. Beyonce, Madonna, Black Eyed Peas, barf, and The Who in 2010. They had an era there where, like, after the nip slip, they just went with like bands that were famous 50 years ago and like still good, but very old. Like
Prince was unbelievable going
Prince was
back even
awesome.
further. Usher.
Yeah. I mean, it's pop, right? Like we're not going to dive into the lyrics and think what a thoughtful man, but there's some bangers there. Like if it's on, you're nodding your head. No,
I'm not
Test me.
I don't know. I'm not a big Usher guy. It's just
trust me, either am I. I just look around and
I think it'll be better than you're making it out to be.
And I'll be 100% honest with you. Okay. If it is, I'll own up to it. But I think it is going to stink.
Okay.
Aside from are the rest are all these syrupy, blow-me ballads that he does. Get out of here.
Nothing ballads, really. It's like more club bangers. Gotta be honest.
You're going to be honest? All right. I don't want to be at that club where Usher's handing out the bangers. You know where there's going to be bangers and clubs, and it's in Phoenix in January.
Bangers and mash?
We're going, Dimers, what is it? Drops and dimers, or dimers and
Hooper and a dimer?
Hooper and a dimer. Is that what it's going to be?
The sun's in town?
We are going to Arizona, January 11th to 13th. It is our inaugural barn burner vacation, Flames and Coyotes at the Mullet Arena. We'd love to see you. And right now, because it is Black Friday, it's Black Friday week, $12.99 based on double occupancy. That's your flights, that's your hotels, that's your game tickets, that's your transportation from the airport and back. And we're going to have a hell of a time. $12.99 double occupancy. And it is a presentation, there you see it, of Alberta Blue Cross. Memorable moments. It's what it's all about with Alberta Blue Cross, not only creating them, but protecting them. There's only one thing better than sharing them, and that's making new ones. Alberta Blue Cross, travel insurance, protects your memories and more. Wherever travel takes you, it's Alberta Blue Cross. Visit ab.bluecross.ca/travel for more information. Alberta Blue Cross, celebrating life's memorable moments inspired by hockey.
I got some data on Usher here. No, I don't want to be the Usher stan. I don't know.
Oh, no. See, here's the thing. You are going to have to argue with me on how great Usher is because you're Pinder.
We don't have to talk about it. That's fine. We'll move along. Go.
Right? We talked about this the other night. No, by all means, please plant your flag in the Usher take.
You're the
Tell
one
me
that
how
says
great
got
he
the
is,
take here,
Ryan.
Dean.
Go ahead.
I'm indifferent to it. You're the one that's poo-poo in your pants on a grumpy morning about Usher doing the halftime.
I'm not grumpy. I'm in a great
mute the
mood.
fucking thing if you don't want to.
I'm telling you how great Dolly was, and I'm saying, why would they go with Usher? Because he stinks. So now you've gone to the work of
I'm trying to figure
Usher
out why is
to
Usher
prove me
on.
wrong.
So I'm looking at him, and I'm like, oh, okay, 18 top 10 singles. First number one single, 3 consecutive decades, joining a list of Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, Madonna. That's it. Like, he's a popular guy.
Name 5 songs without looking at that screen.
My whole point is I don't know. Like, I don't know.
So what?
Then stop arguing it.
Doing? And shut up.
You can say, yes, I'm with Boom. Usher stinks.
Like, are you going to be, hey, you know what? Let me know when the halftime show starts because I need to be back. Like we all were with Dre and Snoop. Is right? Right?
Mm-hmm. No,
like,
but that would be the
this.
only one in my life that I've actually cared much about. To be
I'm just thinking the last one that was really good.
Yeah, last year's, 2 years ago, it was banger. Yeah. Hockey?
You are that guy, though, right? Like, you are that guy.
We talked about it last night. Yeah. So, sorry.
No, I think it's good.
I have no opinion on it, but I'm going to argue it anyway. So let me find some data.
It was good. You would have been a debater in school, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. I did for a little bit.
I didn't go to school. Sad. Missed my school days.
You know what else is going to piss you off right now, Pinder? You ready for it?
Fire away.
Look what I got and you don't.
Yeah.
Look what I got and you don't.
God, you're miserable.
You should have stole that, Jack.
We had to derive joy is running other people. Jesus.
You know what these are? These are the first ones ever. Ever. No one's ever going to have these again.
First run. And you're going to let them sit and not taste good and not drink them.
So, and they're delicious too. God. We're going to have a party next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday, Pinder. We are going out to the Origin Tap Room. There it is, the official launch party of our brand new beer, the Barn Burner Blonde. Tuesday, November 28th, 7 p.m. Here's the rub. We want you to RSVP. We're not saying you can't come if you don't, but it would it would help the hosts if you would let them know you're coming. RSVP at their email address, info@originbrewing.ca. How many are you coming? What's table? How many? And we'll set you up and we'll be there because it is free of charge. We're having some fun with it. Yes, I have tasted it. I'm one of the few on the planet. But we want you all to taste it, and you can coming up on Tuesday. And then after that, of course, we're going to have details on where you can get it, how you can get it, and all of that. And they've been trying some new stuff. All the details on how to get this beer into your hands, mouth, belly coming up in the next couple of days. But Tuesday, we'll see you out in Strathmore. Even
the Red Star,
even the Manatee Pub is coming out to be there on Tuesday. We're going to sit down, do a little hot stove, shoot the shit, tell some stories. We're going to have tours of the brewery and of course, the malting facility. It's all under one roof. Mm-hmm. And chances to win some prizes, hanging out, meet the brewmasters themselves. It's really, I think it's Justin, but we'll find out so how did we get here? How did we get to the Barn Burner Blonde? And he'll tell you while doing this with his mustache. Well, see, it all starts with the barley. Coming up on Tuesday, we'd love to see you. Get out there, would you? Get out there. And speaking of which, with Origin, yeah. If you are in Banff this weekend, you can stop by it's the Alberta Beer Festival. Although I think the whole thing is sold out.
It's the Rocky Mountain one, yeah.
It is a Mahusive. The Alberta Beer Festivals. They do the one in Banff, and it's massive, and I think it is sold out. But while you're there, if you do have the tickets, you're going, stop by the Origin booth and say hi to those two wonderful gentlemen. There's Mark, there's Kyle, and you can see right in the front there, what do we got? We got the homegrown, the Mexican lager, the IPA. Is that that's the Lazy Days, the hazy IPA, and then they've got the Old Dog Brown Ale that's newly been rebranded.
I got to try that one.
And they've got this hard iced tea.
Fuck, is it good?
You could drink for days on that. It is so good. It is so good. So anyway, if you're out in Banff and you're going to the Beer Fest, say hi to those two lovely gentlemen there. And support Origin. Our buddies out at Origin. Origin Malting and Brewing. We got the Pinder Report coming up. Can we see that photo? Sorry, Jack. I'm throwing you all over the place. Of my kid laying on the floor again.
I want to see your food finished.
Well, that's the thing. I took
Twitter.
I had the halfway through. I was putting the cordon bleu in. The breast had been in for a little bit, and then we had the potato salad, and then we had dessert, and then that happened. Now we've all been there, right? We've all been there, and there is a guy, and we'll get into it. It is going to be my I dig it for today. And I'll tell you what it is and why it is in a moment. But it's I dig it, brought to you by Finning Cat. Register, bid, win. The Finning Online Timed Event is here. It is on now. It's time to get your bid on. The Finning Online Timed Event for used cat equipment is live and open for bidding. Don't miss out on your chance to secure the machinery that you need. Finning is offering easy-to-use online bidding, diverse quality used cat and non-cat equipment, post-purchase support. Start bidding now to build your fleet with quality used equipment. The event only runs until December 5th, so do not wait. Sign in, register today, start browsing, start bidding. For more information, go to used.finning.com/bid. One more time, used.finning.com/bid. I feel like I keep going back to it. Anyway, so I dig it for today. Yesterday, American Thanksgiving, and there is a guy on Twitter, I believe he works for Barstool Sports, and his thing is on Thanksgiving Day in the US, and we can call it up here. He throws it out. It's kind of like Drager on Boxing Day. He wants to see your outdoor rinks or whatever.
Yes.
It's time for my favorite Thanksgiving Twitter tradition. Tweet me your passed out uncles, cousins, dads, etc.
Yes.
So we'll just run through them here as I grabbed a few.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
And
boy,
it's
Gramps.
it's terrific because it happens every year and everyone has it. So and at
Uncle Pete
various
there, yeah.
parts at various parts of the day.
Oh my God.
Like it's daylight.
Poppy.
Oh,
yeah,
that.
boiler.
He's cozy.
All full.
Oh, there's
Oh, and
Aunt
Sheila.
Susie. The right cheek sneak going there, retro. He lasted 30 minutes after dinner. New record.
Stu.
Look at these animals.
There's some boilers here.
It is such a terrific
There's
idea.
a theme.
It's such a great idea for it. I wasn't sleeping.
Oh, at the table.
Yes.
The table.
No.
Bless you.
And there's the finale. Look at the two. Look at them. There's a lot to take in this
2
photo.
rows. Yeah.
You've got uncle or grandpa sitting away from the crew.
Yeah.
Got his toque on inside and sunglasses. And then you've got the two big boys. The one in the back, I mean, he is down for the count.
Yeah. This is the what was the tag team wrestlers with the camo? The Bushwhackers. That's
The
them right now.
Bushwhackers.
They're more like the natural. That's
they're getting a
typhoon and
little heavier.
earthquake. The guy in the back row there. I like that they've got the dueling rows. They're set up for Thanksgiving.
Theater.
They got the two
Yep.
couches stacked. The guy in the front, he's just kind of slumped down. And look at the sides of the calves on that man. I mean, I'm envious. I'm working towards that. But he's just kind of slumped down. The guy in the back's gone full recline and he's catching flies. That's terrific. So I dig it. I dig that. What a great idea. And there's a bunch of them. If you go back, I forget what the guy's Twitter handle is, but you can go and people were just sending them in all day. There it is, at Jack Kennedy. Ken Jack with the Thanksgiving tradition. So that's I dig it today for Finning Cat. Again, it is the online timed event for finning. Used cat equipment. It's live. It's open for bidding. And it runs until December 5th. So don't wait. The website used.finning.com/bid to get in on that and get, as they say there, get your fleet, stock it up, get all the machinery that you need, quality used cat equipment. You cannot beat it. There's the QR code right there.
Go get it.
Let's do the Pinder Report, a presentation of Village Honda. We've been talking a lot about them. It is, hey, I said last week, if you want to do that whole, hey, babe, I wonder what's in the garage right now. Your Christmas gift sitting outside. They got the big red bow on the brand new car. I'm not saying, I'm probably putting Anthony in a tough spot because somebody will come in and like, I need
that big bow.
I need that bow that they were talking about. But I'm sure they'll figure something out. Village Honda, new in-stock inventory. Start your automotive adventures at Village Honda, where new vehicle pricing is MSRP. Village Honda presents the Friday edition of the Pinder Report.
Fellas, we got some news. We got some lines from Dallas. I don't know how quickly we can turn this around. Just a few moments ago, I sent it over to Jackie Boy. But good news, the spark plug is back for the Calgary Flames. Connor Zary returns to the lineup. He'll join the usual spot. Just get these Dallas lines out of here. With Kadri and Pospisil
God damn it, Jack.
on that second line. And it'll still be Sharangovich and Mangiapane flanking Elias Lindholm as your top line. Huberdeau stays with the Backlund-Coleman duo. Your fourth line tonight looks like it'll be Ruzicka with Dubé on the right, Greer on the left. Guys, what's happened to Dylan Dubé? He's on the fourth line of a team that's like in the bottom 10 in the league.
And see, I thought you were going to say Walker Dewar, and I also didn't
No,
have an
because it's
answer
like
for you.
Walker Dewar wasn't a second rounder that played in the league at age 20, right? Like we understand Walker Dewar got his head up above and into the NHL, had a big breath, but like he's 25, 26. Like it's very different than a second round or highly touted guy that was the captain of Team Canada.
Wow.
the World Juniors?
That's what I wondered, if it's one of those Team Canada captain fates. Wasn't there other guys that have been really good at the World Juniors and you think it's going to translate into the NHL and it doesn't?
Well, Thomas Hickey had him on last week.
The kid we picked up from Ottawa. Oh my goodness.
Lazar.
Great
guy.
The thing is, though, even if you go more recently,
Botterill.
he did have back-to-back 18-goal seasons, right? And
That's
there was
what we're asking what's going
and
on.
But is
you
that
felt-
what's good?
Well, what I mean is, whether or not he captained Team Canada at the World Juniors, he's proven to be a somewhat reliable secondary scorer in the National Hockey League. He has not been able to, and part of it's got to be on him, but this is not an overly offensive club. They're not gifted with a lot of skill. He's bounced around everywhere, right?
Yes,
he
he
has
has.
centered the fourth line. He's wings. He's been all
The
over.
wing on Lindholm's line. Yeah.
So, I mean, is it chicken or egg? Is it him needing to find a home, or is it him struggling to find a home because he's all over the friggin' place?
And look, he's not a bad player, but you just hoped he'd be able to solidify himself as a top 9 guy on this team that's lacking skill.
Yeah, no question about it. It's not ideal for sure. And not to say that he can't turn things around, but I don't even feel like he's around it lately.
No. Then that's
I don't
why
think
we
he's got a great goal scorer's touch to begin with.
No, I agree, Rhett. And it's like he's got that blazing speed. You guys didn't necessarily agree with me the other day, but the data backed it up. He's one of the top 20 guys in the league in terms of like top speeds every game. He can fly. You just wish it translated into more scoring chances and finishing. And to be fair, we haven't really seen him flying around as much lately.
I just think there's a difference between flying and accomplishing. So
totally. It's the Matthew Lombardi thing, right? Like, don't open the Zamboni gate or he'll be into your car. Speed's great. Can you harness it to create chances?
Yeah, it's tough. Because he's a great kid too, right? And
he's not a kid anymore. We can't call him a kid.
Well, compared to us, old codgers. But you know what? He would be another guy that is probably sitting at home wondering, what do I got to do here? Because I know whether or not I'm maybe not a 30-goal guy, but I'm not a 5-goal guy. I should be playing better than this.
By all means, try to be a 30-goal guy. That'd be lovely. This
Hey.
team really needs one. They have 0.
Yeah.
And look, we can't ignore the elephant in the room. The 2018 team that is all the police investigation in London. We're waiting on Hockey Canada's thing. The NHL hasn't ruled yet. We're waiting. How does that not hang and loom around like a dark storm cloud? Whether you're innocent, guilty, or in a gray area, I just feel like that's looming for all these guys. And I don't know that that's good for any of them. Like, there's a long list of guys on that team that we don't know. No one knows what's happened yet. The process is taking place. How does that not affect you a little?
Well, it doesn't if you weren't involved, I guess. But I don't know anything about that.
Well, and we don't either. So it's
well, that's what I don't even want to say it because I mean it's a serious deal, and I don't want to throw anybody's name in there because we don't know anything about it.
Okay, we will move along to the Stars. The pairs on the back end the same. The question will be, by the way, whether it's DeSimone or Gilbert. They got options on that third pair. As for the Stars, they look
the big man. He had a scrap the other night. Get him back in there. Give him some time.
Yeah, if he's feeling good, I'd let him have a little run. DeSimone had a nice run there, and then speed wobbles at the end. But Gilbert plays with some moxie. He's a guy you notice when he's in there because he's physical, and yeah, he'll scrap. His scraps per game got to be right up there, top of the league. And he doesn't get in a ton, but when he does, he's always scrapping, Rhett. I like that.
He wants to prove himself. If he stopped banging his head when he scrapped,
that's a thing that'll help too. Yes. Robertson, Hintz, Pavelski, the top line, Marchment, Duchesne, and Seguin. Duchesne and Seguin having decent years. Seguin's been dealing with those wrist issues for a long time, but he's looking better. And then a third line of Ben, Wyatt Johnston, and Daddy, Evgeny Dadonov. That's not bad.
You know, that second line there, we talk about Zari coming in and providing a spark. Mason Marchment has done that for those two guys. Marchment's kind of a buzzsaw spark plug kind of guy. And I think he's helped Duchesne and Seguin, who are suddenly older guys.
Marchment's not young either. He's got to be like 27, isn't he?
Having a good season. He's do not sleep on Mason Marchment because he'll hurt you. It's a friggin' good team. I mean, Jamie Benn's in your third friggin' line. Wyatt Johnston had an unreal year last year. This is a good hockey team.
Last year. Yeah. This will surprise you. Marchment's 28. Is that not wild?
Yeah.
Because he's just hung around in Toronto system forever, then to Florida. Now here as a free agent. Been good. Back end, Suter's still top pair guy. He was bought out, 4 years ago by Minnesota. He's making a lot of money to not play for the Wild and a little more money to play for the Stars. A double dip, the Vinny Lecavalier special. Heiskanen is special. Lindell and Hakanpää, two good defensive players. Harley and Lundqvist. This is a team that people have suggested they're going to win a cup, might need one more D. Slide a Noah Hannafin into one of those second pair or first pair slots, and I like this group a ton. Not that I don't like it now, but you always bolster the back end if you think you can win a cup, don't you, Rhett?
Well, you can't risk injuries. Bolster it up and give us a whole lot.
They gave almost the first rounder for Chris Russell. Remember
I was just going to say, like that Chris Russell thing that fell apart for us. Son of a...
It was Lettinen and who was the other goalie there? That they couldn't get a save in the Western Final. They lost in 6 or 7.
Was it the guy that won in Chicago?
Yeah.
Tuukka Rask? No.
Rask.
What the fuck? Not Antti-Rask. What the hell was his name?
Niemi.
Antti Niemi.
So it was Niemi and Lettinen, and that pair, no one could give them a save that year. They went all the way to the West Conference Final and probably should have beaten, I think it was St. Louis that year.
Yeah, I think it was.
And if they beat St. Louis, the Flames get a first for Chris Russell. Instead, they get the second. I believe that turned into a nice pick, whether that was a Anderson or someone I can't remember.
It was something. Yeah, I was going to say, who was that second? I think it was
somebody good. Well,
might have been Rasmus.
Okay, we'll move. Coleman. Oh, sorry. This is the beginning. This is the beginning, friends, of the 15-game run, the 13-game run, whatever you want to call it, between now and Christmas. They play a lot of good teams. I've got a name for it.
Yeah, there it is.
This is running the gauntlet.
The Gauntlet Run 2023.
To run the gauntlet, to go through an intimidating or dangerous crowd or experience in order to reach a goal. They had to run the gauntlet of television cameras. This isn't TV cameras. This is cup contenders. They are running the gauntlet. It starts tonight with the first of two back-to-backs over the 15 games. Dallas tonight, Colorado tomorrow. And Dean,
this is not the Bandit Run.
No.
This is not the Cannonball Run.
No. This is
the Gauntlet Run for the Flames, far more treacherous.
Tonight. The good news is they've got lots of tryptophan in their system, right?
Yeah, that's right. Now, I putting you on the spot. You did the plus minus or the goals for this pack. Do you still have that number?
I have it's the games over 500.
Yeah, because I said to Ryan, of these teams you're about to play, so now that Nashville's gone, all these other teams, we talk about how tough and great it is. How many games over 500 is this collective group that you're going to face between now and December 23rd?
So Anaheim is 1 game under 500. They've been surprising. Hot start. They've cooled a bit. And Minnesota is 3 games under. They're finally getting healthy. They've made some swaps on the back end. I think they'll be better. Everyone else is above 500 or at 500. This group is collectively 69 games over 500. You're talking Vegas is 10 over, 6 over for Colorado, 8 over for Dallas, 8 over for LA, 6 over for Florida, Vancouver 7 over, Carolina 4 over. Like, this is a really, really good run of the best teams in the league. And some that aren't even playing that well, but we know are good, like New Jersey.
Yeah, and it's late November.
Don't be so negative. We can do it.
That's a healthy chunk above 500 to be this early in the year.
Someone had it in the comments earlier today. I can't speak to the how truthful it is, but it certainly sounds right. The Flames have the 3rd strongest strength of schedule remaining in the NHL. And that would make sense because they haven't played a lot of good teams. We saw Dallas here. We saw the Rangers here. Who
strongest
else
as in really worst? Good? Like
as in most difficult schedule.
Oh, darn. I thought you meant strongest.
No. I mean, after this 15-game run, it's going to be a lot softer. Fire away, Dean.
The 2nd round pick the Flames got for Chris Russell, they selected Dylan Dubé.
Dupes. There you go.
It was Sven Berchi trade. The pick from that they used to select Rasmus Anderson.
And they had another pick that year. They got Shillington with the last pick of the round.
Correct.
There you go. Love the draft.
They have go through the rest of that draft, or
no? You can. We need a segment. We need it sponsored. We're not doing that shit for free, Dean.
Okay. For free.
That's too much depth.
Honestly, that's like
no, you're not getting that for free.
Once a week, I'll give you my football picks. I can't do 5. You'll have to pay me for that.
That highly sought after segment that everybody loves.
Right. Boomer gets lost in a draft, and you spin around talking about players and draft picks for 88 minutes. Yesterday, football, food, Dallas cheerleader. Blake Coleman and his wife hosted the boys. Here's a photo, courtesy Flames TV, a little screen grab there.
Looks like a shitty spot he's got there.
It's quite the opposite, right? They have the video, nice setup. They got the pictures of the hockey player, the cheerleader. What a couple. And as
those
you said,
wives and stuff that are there, or is that his family members?
Those are all the whips, Red.
No.
The whips. The wags or the whips? Maybe both. Maybe your wag likes a whip.
What do you call those whips? What do you call them?
Nice whip.
That's nice. Hey, that's nice. They had a nice day.
Yeah. So we'll see who napped and who didn't tonight. 6:30 start. We'll have an afterburner after, Dean. We're just not sure who's going to be doing it with Ryan Pike.
Oh, I'm pretty sure I know who's going to be doing it.
We'll go to the NHL. Busy night. Only 2 teams not playing, Dean. Only 2. That leaves how many that are playing?
So
who's out?
27 teams on the go tonight. That's
close. Very close. Arizona and Vegas not playing. Everyone else in action. That is a big old slate. So
and look at like you said, you had a big look at the afternoon games.
Oh, I know. Yeah, this is a good one.
Oh, they got games on right now. I gotta go turn it on.
How's about they do actually.
Let's go.
You're gonna get mad at me for being distracted. Good thing I don't have food here. Put a game on right now.
It was the laptop. I feel bad. I was giving you shit.
The laptop was bad and you were giving me shit.
Rangers, Flyers, Wings, Bruins on right now. Which one should I put on?
It's
Rangers, Flyers.
Get the multi-screen going. The pitcher and pitcher.
Okay.
Yeah, good. So
We'll
Oilers changed their coach, but what's changed, Rhett?
Connor's happier because his buddy's there,
Yeah, he
helping
looks
him
really happy.
overcome the adversity of the season. I mean,
This meme buckled me. Have a look, and you might remember this famous moment.
Love this.
Oh, it's still the Oilers. Oilers before the coaching change. Oilers after the coaching change. Oh!
Yeah,
They better not turn this around, Dean, because we were enjoying this way too much.
Does your kid know the past, the history of the wrestling? I know he's a big honk now, but
he's a huge honk now. Tomorrow's Survivor Series.
Yeah.
He is just.
Do you have the channel at home?
Oh yeah.
Like I can't imagine, like with all the archives they've got, like do they just show like WrestleMania 4?
Yeah,
like
you
a
can
random
go
You
hour?
can go in on demand and watch pretty much everything. And remember, because McMahon and the WWF bought WCW.
Right.
Basically, all they wanted, we don't want
Archives.
any wrestler contracts. We want your archive of video. So they've got
Wow.
all the WCW stuff
So lots of
and
Ric
all
Flair
the
in there?
WWF stuff. So yeah, you can go back and watch pretty much everything. Like I was saying, you can go back. There is a stupid pay-per-view event in Winnipeg from '96.
Really?
You can go on and you see me
stream.
there as a 20-something-year-old in the stands watching the debut of Gold Dust or whatever the hell
Did you
it
have your
was.
LA Knight t-shirt on or no?
There was no LA Knight. No, that was the night. Yeah, I mean it was
Gold Dust or Goldberg? Which one?
Gold Dust.
Ooh,
Dust was creepy.
Yeah. So
Good
that was
character.
again like
Really weird.
96, 95, 96.
I would have
It
been
was
around
big.
the same time we had an event here. I think it was a Raw, and it was The Rock had just left Nation of Domination
Yeah.
and was The Rock, and it was like, whoa, this is cool. Obviously, Hearts always wrestled when they came through in that era.
Yeah.
Big night. And didn't they host SummerSlam at the
You know
Dome
what?
one year? There's
I'm
a big
doing?
one where they had Canada against the U.S. So
You know what I'm doing?
tell me.
I'm gonna do a WrestleMania
Marathon.
marathon
Yes.
from one. What are we at? 40.
I
yeah,
think
more
it's
than that.
40 coming up. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a lot of TV. I can't wait.
It's a lot of TV and not
can't wait.
Just Rhett, you're gonna get 8 feet of snow, and you're not gonna be able to open your garage door, never mind your front door. That's when you hit the WWE marathon.
But at least
WrestleMania
there you can
marathon.
skip through some of the boring shit. When you're watching it live, it's like, oh boy. It's like, oh,
They
this
are.
is some squash match or
yeah,
whatever.
we don't need the filler
Yeah.
moment.
But you can go
I
on.
think back to renting that one when Hogan slammed Andre. Like,
WrestleMania 3 Pontiac
oh my
Silverdome.
God, unbelievable.
cream will rise. That was
To the
Pontiac.
crap.
Yeah.
That and WrestleMania 3, that was also one of the greatest matches of all time, is Randy Macho Man Savage
Yep.
versus Ricky Steamboat. Lost the
Steamboat.
Intercontinental Championship. You go back and watch that thing. Savage had it choreographed right down to like everything. You're going to give me a headbutt, and then I'm going to reverse it, and then you're going to the second turnbuckle, and all this shit. It's unbelievable. But yeah, that'd be a good watch for you. And you can go on the incredible run of The Undertaker, his undefeated streak.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right. He did.
Spoiler alert. He wins a bunch in a row.
So that's what the undefeated streak was.
That's right.
Okay, got it.
I won't tell you if it ends or not. How about that?
Yeah, good. Love it. Yesterday was a day made for football and food. And nobody in the history of civilization was more happy about that day than our old pal John Madden. Let's go down memory lane.
Some things in life that just fit. And I think when you talk about football, Thanksgiving, traditional rivalries, and being there, that's a good fit.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
And happy Thanksgiving to you, and 20 great years, and we have it all again today. We have turkey legs, we have turkey, we have turducken, and we have the biggest thing, the tradition of Thanksgiving and football. Some things just go together greatly.
They sure do.
And to me, there's nothing better. There's no place that I would rather be today on Thanksgiving than right here, right now at a football game. And there's just certain things that go together. You know, the turkey, the family, the tradition, football, and we have it all today.
There it is. A little smile when I saw that. Everyone loves American Thanksgiving. No one would love it more than John Madden.
You know what? It's kind of. Sorry, go ahead, Red.
Well, I was going to say, you know what that reminds me of? I mean, Madden's so good. Reminds me of when we're having a slow week and some sort of food comes up.
Oh, yeah.
And all of a sudden, all our worries, concerns, they kind of fade away. And we find ourselves back in a moment full of enthusiasm and passion.
Yeah. Do you see how happy Dean was in his kitchen yesterday and how miserable he is today?
Yes.
There's one floor difference in his house. That's all it is.
There's no
he's
misery.
Down one floor. He's smiling.
No, the day's good. It's just you make me miserable.
I was here yesterday. You were happy.
Yeah, well, God almighty. You're going to fight about everything. Now, but the food thing, like, it's really over the top, right? They like, oh, here's the turkey leg and this and that. And it's very gimmicky. But I feel like we all just, yeah, why not? Go and eat. Here, have a turkey leg. Hey, how about what's your favorite dish? What's your favorite side? I don't know. Like, it's a lot, but it's part of the almost heartwarming feel of the whole thing.
I'm ready to celebrate all the Thanksgivings, St. John Baptiste Day, any sort of excuse to eat, watch sports, drink, be merry. I'm in.
45 seconds in, Rangers up 1-0, and Torts is pissed.
Kreider. Please do Kreider. Kreider.
He is pissed.
Kreider. We'll see.
Front, Zibanejad from Wheeler. Skip.
Very good. Yeah, we're taking this holiday, guys. Like, we'll work through it, but we're certainly not going to work hard through it. We're going to work with food and sports on, right?
Well, like,
this is our new policy.
Oh, there were a lot of fakers in Canada yesterday. A lot of
ever. I was walking around like, Jesus, how do we have 30 guys here? Don't you all have jobs? And to another place
that we're
full.
Not doing this stupid AM radio bullshit anymore where you got to have a transmitter and a tower and a broadcast license. We can do this shit from wherever, however.
Let's talk to our pals at Mad Rose and do next year up there. That's a fucking move there.
What about at one of the cities that's having a football game?
Yeah. Well, we were saying Mad Rose is great. I don't want to be taking up quality seating space from poor Matt up at Mad Rose.
Hey, Matt, we're going to come in and take up some space and be loud and have cameras and cords over it. Yeah, I'm good. Maybe not
and really obnoxious and drunk before people should be drunk. That whole thing. And
there's going to high kick some old lady in the chin. Here's some highlights from yesterday. We had some good football, boys.
To be a 3rd down and 3. Going for the end zone for Watson. He's got it. Touchdown.
Oh, was he on your team?
First time all fucking year these idiots pulled their socks up for me.
2nd and 10. There it is. This is history. If Bland can take it the distance, this will be the record. Bland for the 5th time
awesome?
has a pick 6. It's never happened in the history of the NFL. And what a call by you. 3rd and 9. Gino will put it up top. Twisting. What a catch. Smith and
JSN.
with a 5-star grab.
Oh my goodness. Did you see this catch? This thing, he had to flip his head around and catch it with one hand. That is unbelievable. You have no idea how hard it is to flip your head from one side.
Woo! Impressive stuff. Some good plays. And yeah, it was love to Watson, who I have on my team, which is the worst team in the history of fantasy. Now that we're totally out of it, thanks, fellas. You're starting to look like football players.
2-0, Kreider unassisted.
Yeah, hey, Kreider. Yes. Who's the net on the other side?
It's a
House
terrible.
Torts.
It is off a face-off. Flyers win it. Whoever the D-man is does a behind-the-back no-looker right to the slot.
Gotta get a gutty.
And Kreider comes off the face-off, trots
Thank
right
you.
in his tape. Zing.
So there was an assist. It just wasn't a teammate.
Yeah, there was and you know what? It was kind of shit because that first game was awesome. The other two kind of went exactly how you thought.
Yeah.
Blowouts for the very good teams. It was kind of unfortunate. And it is, we don't care. You're not going to critique on Thanksgiving, but it was a bit of a letdown after how good that first game was.
Well, and the first game was a treat. To have Green Bay up early, that was like, all right, now at least we have one really good game, and who knows? And to be fair, like the Seahawks tried to hang around a bit. I didn't think the Dallas one was going to be close. They've throttled everyone they've played.
Dallas is good.
Every week.
I fluked out. I had the robo picker for my fantasy, and they picked the Dallas D and Prescott.
Oh,
yeah,
that's good. Tidy stack. And we hit the Brandon Cooks anytime touchdown. Do you see that?
Good. And I would have had the Dallas most points, Commanders fewest.
Yep. San Fran covered as well. We did well yesterday, fellas. Good work. And again, Rhett Moore advice today. He won't do Monday through Thursday. Those ones aren't free. Free today, so stay tuned.
He really likes the Cowboys in last night's game.
Yes. Now that he's seen the game, thinks the Cowboys worthy of covering that spread. We'll go to, well, look, there was plays on the field, but there was also plays on the field made by 77-year-old women. This Dolly stole the day, friends. Here's the internet just losing their mind over it. This is Zach Wilson watching halftime. I've heard of a MILF. What's a gillif? What was the other Dolly one we had? I feel like we got more Dolly here. What do we got?
So, there's a line between she's amazing, she's 77, what a performer, how great it is for Dolly, and then there's
how you doing?
Yeah, then there's how you doing.
Hey, look, Dolly's 77. She can do that. She can do whatever she wants. I hope she's got a very, very healthy life.
Steady.
Steady. Now we have football today too, not just the hockey's this afternoon. Dean, would you like a little history on how the hell we got a Friday game in Thanksgiving?
Yes, please.
Okay, it's a little nerdy, but here we go. Amazon's spending $100 million to broadcast the first ever Black Friday game. It's really a chess move to steal market share from brick and mortar stores and generate online sales. Let me explain. This is Joe Pompliano on Twitter, who's great at this nerdy football stuff. Thanksgiving football has always been huge. Last year's game averaged 33.5 million viewers, including 42 million viewers, blah, 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 way more than the NBA. Next screen, Joe goes on to talk about why this is a tactical move. NFL's never done a Black Friday game because it's a holiday known for people leaving the house to go shopping. And two, the Sports Broadcasting Act of 1961 prohibited NFL games Friday after 6 and all day Saturdays during the fall. That was to protect the decline in attendance in college and football games. But here it is, $100 million from Amazon. And they say, yeah, we'll have this done by 6 p.m. Don't you worry about it. Why would you go out shopping when you could watch football at home and order on Amazon? It's $100 million spent well, potentially.
Wow.
It's a lot.
Well, but here's the thing, if people hear that, they'll be insulted. Amazon will be in some real trouble.
That's right.
Boycott.
This mom and pop shop might be
right.
It's just another one of these .com bubble things.
You know what?
Right?
To hell with that. I was going to stay home and watch football and do some Black Friday shopping. I'm going to skip the football game. I'm going to the mall.
Petnecklaces.com went under, so can Amazon.com.
F you, Bezos. Okay, so update from the Flyer game. Again, Thanksgiving Day in Philly, everything is happening. They're down 2-0, so Delorier wants to fight Trouba.
Yeah.
And he's kind of sticking him all the way up the ice. And Trouba's like, no, fuck that. We're up 2-0. I'm not doing anything. Jackie Bear Hathaway comes in to run Trouba. Trouba puts him down hard. He's halfway tied up with Delorier. Wham! Smashes Hathaway down. Barclay Goodrow comes in. Now Hathaway's pissed off. Goodrow and Hathaway go toe-to-toe.
Yes.
It's 15 minutes left in the first period. They've had 2 goals, a scrap. Everything's happening in
Where's
Philly.
the remote, Jack? Jack, we need hockey.
You know what? Turn off our podcast and go watch the hockey game.
Stop it. We got to pay some more.
What?
Last couple items.
Anthony from Village Honda's on the phone. What could
Yeah,
he possibly
Anthony.
want?
He might be watching hockey too. 4 items to get you into your weekend. Idiot stuff for sure. Sometimes, like, maybe it's stepping on a scale. Maybe it's seeing a video of yourself when you were hammered. Maybe it's looking in the mirror. But sometimes we're not really proud of what we've become. Check out this bear in the wilderness.
There's no bear video, Ryan.
God damn it. I wrote down bear. I must have not sent it to you. Fuck.
Maybe
I
you
did
meant
send
over this
Chicago-
at the beginning.
No, I know. We added it and you didn't.
You're
throw it
taking
in.
the
That's right.
Chicago Bears. That's
Love the
Take
Bears. Go Bears.
Love the Bears. Go Bears. Snoop Dogg's the best. We love Snoop. We love Snoop. Anything Snoop does, the best, right?
Yep.
Like, what does Snoop do that we wouldn't watch? I'll watch him play video games. Here's proof.
Watch out, it's fucking hornets! What the fuck is that, locusts? Fuck! They fucking got all over me! What the fuck is this? Fuck! Oh, I need a papaya. Oh, I'm gonna go lay down and eat me some mushrooms and papaya.
He's
the
into
life
it,
that
guys.
man has had.
And this is the thing.
Like, he's an old man now.
When you're Snoop and you're as popular as he already is, now you can get paid to do anything, including playing video games. He's just that into it that anything will sell.
He's not smoking no more.
He said
That's what he says.
he's off the smoke.
That's it. I'm off the smoke. Are you?
He's going to be on to he's a fun guy, I bet. Listen to this. This doesn't sound like a sober man. Let's hear that one more time. This is a man that's into it. He is living.
He's not
It's
passed
fucking
out
hornets!
after
What the
too
fuck
much
is that, locusts? Fuck! They fucking got all over me! What the fuck is this? Fuck! Oh, I need a papaya. Oh, I'm gonna go lay down and eat me some mushrooms and papaya.
He's
He's a mushroom guy for
Do
sure.
we know what this game is? Like,
It could be any game. That's the whole point. People will watch and he'll be unreal. Thank you, Snoop, for that. We got a weightlifting fail. I think this was your oldest kid,
good.
Rhett. You got to teach him technique. This is
that's what I'm
a
all
little
about.
bit embarrassing. Middle of hockey season, this could have cost him a lot of time.
Oh my God. That looks like, is that Jack?
That is Jack. Jesus, Jack, you said this was Rhett's kid. That's you. A lot of weight.
Oh my God. And you know what?
A lot of weight.
And highly intelligent because he's most worried as to whether he got the shot or not. Did I
I
get
gotta
that?
press pause.
I hope I was recording on me smashing my face into the
shit.
ground.
Better turn this off.
I could get,
Oh, well,
I could go viral by getting concussed.
You
Or
didn't mean
dead.
to. It. He went viral. Finally, Rob Ray and Rhett share a fence, and sometimes neighbors get into spats. The leaves fell in Buffalo, and these two fellas could
This
not
sneaky
agree.
bastard does this. I haven't
Here it
seen
is.
this video, but
There's Rob dumping it on Rhett's side. That's not very nice. Rhett's got to load up.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get even, Rhett. Look at this.
That is tremendous.
Here it comes. Hang on. Is there someone on the other side, too? There's Rob. He's got one as well. What the hell's going on here?
So he's got the.
Oh, you were better friends than this, right? Shame.
no, he started it.
He did start it. That's fair. That's valid.
And he's openly admitted that when the leaves, he pushes them to one side, and then there's a wind here, and it always blows certain directions. So he
Mhm.
pushes all of his
Yeah.
leaves over to that part, and then they just go whooshing right out onto the road.
I do that with dog shit. I
Good
scoop it and fire it over the fence.
Louie.
Jack, how is my dog?
Your dog is awesome.
Nice
He
dog.
sat with me the whole day.
I was gonna say you should have seen those two. They were all snuggled up together.
I'd understand that. The dog does have a little bit of a fear of abandonment thing that must have come for
Please
early
don't
in his
leave me.
life or something. Yeah, I don't know.
Please don't go.
We do have the bear.
We got the bear. Thank you. This was a late ad, but it was so good I wanted to throw it in. Here's the bear in the wilderness, fellas. The bear, there's a big mirror in the wilderness. The bear sees it and is like, who's this mother? Looks behind them. No, not there. Okay, I'm taking you down. That's an athletic animal there. They look so lazy, and then you see him on the hind legs.
He's likes the fight guy.
He is like
He was ready.
This is me when you tell me that Usher shouldn't be doing halftime. Look at
That's
this.
right. Oh, yes. Well, let me Google that.
I'll have you know he had 25 weeks of the number one hit back in 19. Okay. There it is, folks. There's your Pinder Report on a weekend. Hawaiian T-shirt day.
From now until the end of the month, Village Honda is holding their Veterans Food Drive. Village invites you to stop by the dealership. Non-perishable food items help fill the Honda Ridge line in the showroom to support the Veterans Food Bank of Calgary. We're just a few short days away. They will drop that off and help out the veterans as we head into the holiday season. It's a Honda dealership with heart. Village Honda. Northwest
Coffee's still
Automall.
good.
Online at villagehonda.com.
Gotta get this game on.
How many meatballs should I eat today?
All of them.
It's a lot.
Jerry is in the chat. You guys have no idea the leaf wars I have with my neighbors.
Jerry J, we're going to need some video of this.
Let's just say I have no leaf trees in my yard, just a bunch of spruce. So I give the neighbors back all their leaves.
Yeah, I don't know that it works that way, Jer. I got to be honest.
Just give them back.
A little bit Richardy.
Yeah, just giving
them back.
There's leaf wars, and then there's always snow wars, like snow in the driveway, shoveling sidewalk.
Yeah, if you got the driveways next to each other, that can get dicey.
Yeah.
I remember years ago, I was living in Brandon. One of my roommates, he got into a snow war with one of our neighbors because he would park in the driveway, and the neighbor would get very upset because of the way the wind would blow. It would blow up against his truck or his SUV if it was in the driveway, and then the snow would fall on his side. So he really felt like my roommate shouldn't be able to park in the driveway. It got heated.
Chill out.
It was a thing.
Are people nicer where we don't have winters like this, Rhett? Like if you live in Miami, are you just more pleasant because you don't have to deal with snow drifts on your side of it?
Well, then the heat shows up in the summer and they start going cuckoo over that, though.
Yeah, that's probably true. Now you're fighting about shade. Okay.
We just like to fight. I'll say this though, and there's a certain part of the story I cannot tell, but I have had shit neighbors. It's the worst.
Why can't you tell?
It didn't end well. I'll tell
investigated for a crime of some
sort. No, I'll tell just about anything on this thing, but it's just anyway, these people that lived next door to us, there's a little kid, like a little playground at the end of the street, right by their house, and they hate kids. They have no kids. They hate kids.
Love those people.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, that's fine. Hate kids. Don't move in next to the playground.
Where there's kids. So God forbid if a tennis ball or something rolled near their house. It was chaos.
It is built by the house at the 250-yard mark of the fairway on the golf course, guy.
That's right. Yeah. And
like you didn't think about the huge golf course that your house is on.
That's my in-laws. They lived on the golf course. They don't golf.
Surprised, stunned, shocked that a golf ball could even be near here.
That's the good one though, right? Is you live on the golf course, but you don't golf and you don't like golf.
Right.
And then you wonder how golf balls are getting in your yard. Anyway.
There's no way to prepare for that, obviously. Who could have seen it coming?
Who could have seen it coming? Hearingloss.ca. Our buddy Trav Rhodesy, he's in I probably shouldn't be sharing this stuff. Anyway, he's in a
you got quite the vault going, Dean.
Let's just say
keep the secret.
The Big Apple. Okay, I don't want to say where he is. But Rhodesy was out last night. Will Ferrell.
Come on.
Hanging out at the same spot.
Really?
Rhodesy is a dunker and a dimer. He's got it going on. Yeah.
A hooper and a dimer.
But they have got their brand new Calgary location set to open. And we're gonna do, we might go and see it. Might do a little show. Go help out.
I might bring DUG in.
I'm telling you, People have been asking me at the rink or whatever. It's like, so you did it, eh? I probably wouldn't have done it if we weren't. And again, that's what it is. If we didn't have this partnership, and Rosie's like, you should just come and take a look, and we'll do an assessment, and it's easy. Like, there's nothing to it, and there is nothing to it, and there's no pressure. But if they can show you what you're missing in terms of your hearing.
Now you know.
Like, so you can continue this way, even though there's, it's now proven serious health risks can be linked to not treating it because it's, brain matter and all that sort of thing. So you can leave, or you can see what you're missing, and we can do that for you. It makes sense, people. Get it part of your routine. You go for doctor checkups, dentists, all that, eye exams. Get your hearing checked out. Hearingloss.ca. They are the very best. 4 Calgary locations, soon to be 5, and of course 5 in BC. Cranbrook, Creston, Fernie, Golden, and Invermere. Online at hearingloss.ca, obviously, but the socials, Twitter at The Hearing Loss, Instagram at The Hearing Loss Clinic. Good people. Love it. Now, we want to do Betway bets.
Oh, it's football picks.
It is football picks. Did you pivot off of the Cowboys?
You guys won't allow me to make the picks I want to pick. It's been an ongoing theme this year. You guys have absolutely railroaded me on different occasions.
And somehow you've persevered and continue to lead the pace. And
I always bet loyalty and heart, and I get screwed over by you guys, and I still continue.
He's a victim.
The victim is right. Yeah,
he really is
sad to watch. Yeah, I feel terrible about it. It is the Betway app. We've talked about it. It's the Betway website. It's the Betway app on your phone. Get it on your desktop. Get it on your laptop. Get it on your phone. If the games like today, we got all these hockey games. Oh, they've already started. Then do the in-game betting.
Oh, it's even funner. More fun? Funner?
Like right now,
more funner.
The Rangers are up 2-0. All of a sudden, those Flyers odds would be paying pretty good. Do you like a Flyer comeback?
Get the game on, Jack. Where's we need the remote.
1-0 Detroit in Boston.
Oh, is Detroit good this year, guys?
No,
we haven't seen them since that road trip, and they look good there. They've heated up again.
Shots are 7-3 Detroit. They're up 1-0 halfway through the first.
They weren't eating turkey and gravy yesterday. They were focused.
Also, can you please say Detroit the right way?
Detroit
with
a 7-4 shot advantage halfway through the first period. Flyers are getting, this is a good hockey game.
Well, it's going to be feisty in Philly. Love it.
Get the Betway app, play along, but bet the responsible way with Betway. Let's take a look. Week 12. There you go. Pittsburgh at Cincy.
No, you're not.
Are these my picks? I'm taking Pittsburgh.
So authoritative.
Well, whenever I see Pittsburgh, it's okay. It's just Jack screwing around. Cincinnati defense shaky, offense no Burrow. Pittsburgh get rid of Canada. I'm kind of using a new coach mentality on this. Give me the Steelers minus 1.5. Cleveland at Denver. The Cleveland D is tremendous, but again, the quarterbacking play a little suspect. Denver, I didn't see it coming. What were they, 1-4?
God, they're
0-5 and whatever they were, and now they're 5-5.
They got a nice little run going.
I'll take Denver at home minus 1.5, and the Buffalo Bills are getting a field goal. I'm taking the Bills, and then of course I've got the Bears, who are getting +3 in Minnesota. But
the 4-picker. I love that move.
You like that?
Bears.
Bears.
It's a great move, Dean.
Thanks, buddy.
It always helps your odds.
It's a 4-banger. This is one of Rhett's savvy wagering techniques that if you subscribe to his monthly thing, he'll teach you. You pick 4, and then you take the best 3 results.
Right. Now, Pinder, you don't do the Charger thing, right?
I'm a fan of this team, but I so intimately know their flaws. Kind of like, remember how sour Rhett was after they lost week 1 against the Jets? And you're like, it's 1 week, don't overreact. But it's like, it's not an overreaction when you've watched the team for so long and you know what their flaws are, right, Rhett? That's why you're like, Pinder. They turn over the ball too much. They're not real. They're phony. And through 11 weeks, you kind of look right. We'll see whether they can turn it around. I'm the same with the Chargers. They can't stop shit on defense, and they'll blow leads like crazy. How the 28-0 over Jacksonville in the playoffs? I'm a realist, Dean. How the fuck do you blow a 28-point lead in the playoffs? How?
I just wondered maybe you'd be on the other side then.
I could be, but here's the thing. I was ice cold on picks. I lost 11 selections in a row, and I've gone opposite George, and I'm on a heater since.
You are on an absolute heater.
My process. I wrote it down the other week. I think I'm something like 9-3 since going to opposite George.
Since abandoning your instincts. Yeah.
Going the exact opposite. So I have to keep the process the same. Here we go. The Jets against Miami, getting 9.5 points. A lot of money there. I like the Jets when it's not Zach Wilson at quarterback. Even if it's Mike White or Joe Flacco, all the receivers look way better when it's not Zach Wilson. So I will take Miami minus 9.5 instead of the Jets and the points. Vegas has been much better. How good have they been under Pierce, the new head coach? Great. Oh. They're getting a lot of points against a KC club that really just hasn't been that impressive. They can't do anything. The receivers blow. It's Kelsey, Mahomes, and defense is how they're getting it done this year. That's a lot of points for a team that can't really be that dynamic on offense like we think they can. I love Vegas plus 8.5. So we are taking Kansas City minus 8.5.
I love this a lot. I really
And finally, Atlanta's coming off by. They get 1.5 points. New Orleans, we don't even know who's playing quarterback. Is it Winston? Is it Carr? Is it Taysom Hill, the tight end who thinks he's a quarterback? I love Atlanta getting 1.5 points. So we will ride with the Saints minus 1.5 points. Book them.
Nails right there. That is nails.
It's fantastic.
I want to copy it just because he's so dialed in on it.
Yeah. That's too many points for a team on the road, so I'll take it.
That's right.
All right, Retro, what do you got going here?
I don't know. Miami, for some reason, because Pinder took Miami.
See, you're riding.
Because the Jets D is really good. There's no way Miami can put up enough points to cover. So I'm 9.5. So I'm going to go with Miami. Right, Pinder?
That's my logic. I don't know if it's going to work for you.
Yes.
You just keep doing what you've been doing. You've been good.
You wouldn't let me go with the Cowboys, and I love Texas, so I'm going to go with
yesterday,
Houston.
you asshole.
You wouldn't let me go Cowboys, and like I said, I'm a big Texas guy. Down under, go Houston, and Buffalo, heart and soul, right here, Dean. Plus, the Eagles played the Chiefs on a short week
Monday night,
and they were looking. They haven't been thinking about the Bills at all this year.
And Rhett. Again, thank you for letting us always select Monday Nighters. So we'll allow you to do it this week.
I thought I had Baltimore as well. Baltimore's a good pick.
Yeah, 3.5, I think, is the line there.
Go Ravens, because I've always been a big Lamar Jackson.
You love Lamar. Yeah, you're a big fan of his.
Yeah. And I really like that Tampa Bay plus 2.5 at Indy. Really like that one, yeah.
Okay. You're just going full red.
I'm just spitting out games that I have written down here. So
Picks. Pittsburgh at Cincinnati. No more excuses. No more bullshit.
Oh,
1.5 point spread. We're playing some guy named Jake Browning. T. Higgins is out. If we lose this game, I'm done.
2-0 win.
He's flip-flopped even on today. Like, you can't even make it through a day without flipping.
Who is Jake Browning?
Doesn't matter.
That's Kurt's brother.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh minus 1.5.
Great edge work from Brown.
It's unbelievable edge work.
Cleveland at Denver. Denver's been hot. Russell Wilson's looked pretty good. Cleveland stinks, as we saw last week, but Pittsburgh couldn't put up more than 10 points. I like Denver here at home, minus 1.5. Then I'm on the opposite side. I guess you did take New Orleans.
No, you're on the same side.
Yeah, that's right, Jack. Don't be confused here.
Atlanta's lost 3 in a row. They stink. New Orleans holding down that playoff spot in the NFC. I got them on the road, minus 1.5.
There you go.
You've been doing well. Last month, we've taken care of you, folks. DeBrincat, horrible giveaway from a Bruins defender. Breakaway, scare. He's going to score 40 again, isn't he? Cat?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That's what he does.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad one. I do have the double screen going here.
Look at you.
Who's 51? Goodness gracious.
Let's effort that, because that was just an absolute train wreck of a decision there.
That was a bit of a TJ Brody impression there.
Oh, shots fired.
No, I'm good. I'm going to just carry this across the blue line. Oh, damn it. Did I turn it? Yeah.
That was a Big Z pizza.
Christmas. What's a month from right now, man? Today is November
Christmas
24th.
Eve. We're getting hammered on nog and rum.
You should have seen Jack getting his nog on yesterday. It was so great. Loved having Jack over.
Was he noggin in front of your kids?
Unbelievable. Guy loves noggin.
Jeez.
Vina Nova. Vina Nova. Christmas Eve, 1 month away.
Don't do it then, folks.
It's best if you don't wait that month.
It's a tough
Don't
time
do
to
it.
get a deal. It's really tough.
Because I know last year Justin came through. Remember, right at the end, he was, I'll do this and I'll do that. I'm going to try and help you barn burner idiots
Yeah.
salvage Christmas. This is kind of the, because I procrastinate. I think we're all probably guilty of it. But now you don't need to. Get the gift that is going to be a guaranteed surefire hit and get it done ahead of time. And it just makes sense financially because, as we've told you, for lab-grown diamonds, savings can be in the neighborhood of 80% what you're going to pay for the other kind. All right. So Justin at Vina Nova, vinanova.com, located in the second floor of Stephen Avenue Place downtown, sent me an email, admittedly too long ago. I need to get back to Justin, but he says, I just got a bunch of new stuff in. We are ready to roll. So now is the time. If you're like a lot of guys you don't know, they're in the business. They'll help you. They'll point you in the right direction. And speaking from experience, last year, my deal was we set up a day. Your gift is we're going to Vina Nova. We have a reservation. We have a time booked. We're going to go in. You're going to get the whole spiel. You're going to look at everything, try things on.
Mm-hmm.
It was an absolute home run. So I don't want to put
Slam, baby.
Justin in a tough spot, but he'd love to see you. They'd love to see you, and they are great. And again, the lab-grown stuff is as good or better than they're scrapping again. Garnet Hathaway.
How did we let that guy go?
It just makes sense. And the nice thing is, for what you're paying, you can get a
lot more diamond, Dino.
That's what I'm telling you.
More. Yeah.
We'll be talking a lot about Vina Nova here to you. We're going to keep it in your ear holes, but now is the time. vinanova.com, second floor, Stephen Avenue Place. Get on it.
There's a hell of a restaurant in that same Stephen Avenue Place. You could go right there before or after. This could be a huge hit. Like getting stoned with two birds or whatever they say.
That's right. Getting stoned with a couple birds.
I get stoned with some birds.
You mentioned it, but that is a great idea, right? For guys.
Oh God, are you kidding me?
It's like, this is your day. Maybe you go and do some, I don't know, mani-pedi bullshit. Go to Vina Nova, look at jewelry, go out for a nice meal.
This is a double win, fellas. You're going to get the win at Christmas and the win for the event. This is a night out. This is a day out. It's perfect. Double win.
Wallet.
Damn right.
Save your money on your diamonds. Use that money for the event today here in late November, early December.
And that'll be the thing. They'll be like, I can't believe how thoughtful that was.
It was
thoughtful. That was really, it's amazing that you thought it. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And then you can tell your wife, yeah, I watched this podcast. These three idiots, they had this good idea.
Do not tell her that you got.
No, don't do it.
Don't tell her that.
Looks
Don't
at
tell her.
this and be like,
do not do it.
Let her talk to Justin. It's a much better impression of humans than this show.
He's in great shape.
Better than
he's
us.
Professional. His family is very successful.
Knows what he's doing.
At the top of his field.
Better than us.
I mean, look at us right now.
We're a fucking disaster.
No, really. Take our word for it. Okay. Yeah, I trust you.
The Hawaiian bottle picker or the fat guy with two different jerseys on?
All right. This is going to be an easy one today. There are some days it was, hey, no hockey games. It could be tricky. Today for DoorDash,
gosh.
what's on the menu? This is easy. Restaurants, groceries, pharmacies, bakeries, flower shops, and more. DoorDash has everything you need. And right now, we've been telling you about this. Again, all you need to do, we are who we are, right? But we do have great partners. The partners really come through for us. DoorDash is one of them. Limited time only. you can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order at DoorDash. If you've not done it, you've heard us talk about DoorDash and you haven't done it, you are missing out.
What are you doing?
Download the DoorDash app, use the promo code NATION25, and you'll get that 25% off on your first order and 0 delivery fees. It's the way to do it nowadays. So what's on the menu? If we're going to DoorDash, we're hanging at the house. We're going to get some DoorDash in. What's on the menu?
Have you ever had like paralysis by analysis? Like there's so much going on, you like shut down. This is what's on the menu today. Like we already have things on the menu that have started. That never happens on this show. What a day. What a time to be alive. I've picked 3 of the most tantalizing things off the menu. So here we go. 1:00, Miami in New Jersey to face the Jets. Dolphins, Jets, AFC East, Tua and company against Susan Boyle and the Jets. After that, 5:30 in-season tournament game. Raptors and Bulls in Toronto. Toronto slight favorites. And the nightcap tonight, 6:30. Calgary at Dallas. Joe stinking Pavelski, 39 and a third years old. And the Flames begin the gauntlet run. That is what's on the menu.
Beautiful. DoorDash, Nation 25 to trigger that 25% off deal on your first order. DoorDash, dash that.
Dash
for
that.
the win.
What are you feeling today, Rhett? Someone said sushi yesterday. I'm like, yep, that's a move.
Food?
You're full. You ate everything yesterday.
That's the thing, right? I have consumed a lot.
Sushi's nice because it's not heavy. Like the day after what you did, this could be a nice little move here. A couple rolls, get one of those miso soups, hammer some sake, and right back into the couch.
No, because I'm going to probably watch football, I can't have sushi.
That's fair. Yeah.
And hockey. If I go to the hockey game, I got to have beer, wings type of thing.
You're going to do wings again, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Suite or seats?
Oh, please.
Seats. Well, they're kind of the if I go.
The loge.
This is if I go.
Right.
Yeah, whatever that's. Exclusive seats. How's that sound?
It's fine. I just wonder how you're like if you're in a suite, there's food everywhere kind of thing. You can kind of graze. But if you're in the seats, then you're having to go to the concession and that sort
The
of
alumni have a room.
yeah.
It's kind of a lounge. It's actually
We've got I don't know if you know this, Rat. Dean leaving his house next weekend. Sporting event.
And
It's probably forgotten. now.
holy smokes.
Mhm.
Oh, is that next weekend?
Yeah, coming up quick.
Wow. And
Remember,
then
pack
Tuesday?
early because you're just
Yeah, that's right.
Tuesday, twice in a week. Yeah, wow.
And then Tuesday we're going to be out in Strathmore. That's going to be a hell of a night.
Yeah, Sterling was saying, he said lots of people email. This could be a big
Somebody's
night.
got to get me to the airport in the morning.
Somebody has to what?
Get me to the airport in the morning.
You can't take care of that yourself. You gotta.
It seems like a lot for me. I don't know.
Do you have a hotel room in Strathmore? It's actually not far from the
I was
Calgary
actually
airport.
thinking of just staying at a
Close.
hotel by the at
Get
the
that couch in
airport.
the tap room there.
Next Tuesday, 7:00 in Strathmore at the Origin Brewing Tap Room, 60 Spruce Drive. It's about a block off of the Trans-Canada Highway. Easy to find. We'll be doing a hot stove, telling stories, having some laughs. You can taste and purchase the brand new Barn Burner Blonde, which has been put together by our friends at Origin Brewing. Try it, buy it, love it. Prizes, good times. Tuesday. There were even some of our partners saying, "Hey, what's going on that Tuesday
there?
thing? Might want to shit, yeah,
Save
let's
us a
go.
seat there. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's do it." Pinder, have you been keeping up on your Wendy's? Because I got to
I
admit,
got ousted Monday. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was pissed off. McDavid didn't give me a point, or no, it was Elias Pettersson got held off the score sheet.
Right.
I think I've already got my pick in for next week. That's the beauty of this thing, the Wendy's Survivor Fantasy Pool on dailyfaceoff.com. If you get KO'd, you just jump the next Monday and start looking at those picks. It's not like a bad draft where you're screwed for 6 months. You're alive next week no matter what.
or if you do your playoff or whatever, or your NFL Survivor Pool, once you're out, you're cooked for the whole year, and you just, well, I guess I'm done till next year. This is a week by week deal. We've been talking a little bit about it. It's the Daily Face-Off Survivor Pool for Wendy's, dailyfaceoff.com, as Pinder said. You go in there, you click that link, and if you haven't already, you register, and then each day you get a series of options. And if you do get one right, then you move ahead to Tuesday and then Wednesday. They go by rounds. If you can put a little run together, it's going to be worth your while. Download the Wendy's app, score yourself 150 bonus reward points on your first order. And then, of course, you could get 1,300 points if you win the week. So you take those points and you turn it into delicious Wendy's food like the spicy chicken sandwich. Sign up to play Wendy's Daily Face-Off Survivor Pool and get that Wendy's app.
Get those points on your app. Yeah, hell yeah.
Just start getting some points. Beautiful. Do we have we've got a scrap going on in the chat group.
Do we? There's been a lot of this. Guys, come enjoy the show. And if you don't agree with someone, that's fine.
Leave the fighting to me and Pinder.
Fighting.
That's enough.
Leave it to Garnet Hathaway, okay? Let Hathaway do the scrap.
How do you see the comments? I don't even.
There's a little button on the right side of your screen that says comments. Click on that and then they'll show up.
Someone's really upset about DoorDash as well.
Really?
Please. 25% off's not enough? What's wrong with you?
No, take that off. No. Where are the DoorDash drivers from?
Here. Where do they spend the money that they make when they drive around?
Here.
Where are the restaurants that they get?
Where are the restaurants that they're getting?
Yeah. Are they bringing these from restaurants in Seattle? What are we talking about?
This episode of Barn Burner, sponsored by BetterHelp. Give online therapy a try at BetterHelp.com/FlamesNation and get on your way to being your best self. We've been telling you about BetterHelp here for a little bit, and for good reason, because it is that time of year. Even just stuff like the weather turning, shorter days, less daylight. You don't think about these sorts of things, and then you kind of get into therapy and you realize these things can start to stack up and they can really have an effect on your mood. And maybe it's something even more significant, which makes therapy even more enticing and necessary. Online therapy is what this is all about. It's entirely online. It's to be convenient. It's flexible. It's suited to your schedule. So you don't have to, it's easier, less excuses really is what it comes down to, which is what it's about getting that therapy started and getting on the path to getting better. There's a questionnaire you fill out. BetterHelp takes that, matches you with a licensed therapist, and you start to get into some things. What are the challenges you're facing? What are the issues? What are the things that you see on a day-to-day basis or week by week? And then you start to build strategies, coping skills, solutions to get in front of things. Not only deal with things as they happen, but try and avoid them in advance. Make your brain your friend with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/FlamesNation today. You'll get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/FlamesNation. Friday. Weekend.
Doesn't feel like Friday to me.
Yeah, because it's Thanksgiving. You're working on a holiday. Does it feel like a Saturday there? What does it feel like?
I might need to take Monday off then.
Yeah,
I was going to say, it was really good to see you at Nona's yesterday.
I got so much shit. I was late. They were not happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys got me in.
No,
Grandma's.
we told you to go to Nona's and check in from there. We said if you needed to, you had an excuse to go home. You had to take a dump. You go, I got to go to the show. Go back to your own house.
Food was already, everyone had half-ass eaten.
Don't blame us.
My number one status took a hit.
Who's taking over top spot in the power rankings?
No, but I don't need my ranking to go down at all. I got to maintain that.
You're going to lose the good chair next year. That's what it is.
No.
Dumb. Somebody was in the comments wondering, it is a 6:30 start tonight for the Flames.
It is.
Wondering 6:30 stating.
If you are so inclined to watch that hockey game tonight.
Still.
Do we have a feel on this game tonight, men?
Dallas is good. And, the Flames have found a way to perform better against good teams, but not better in results, but just play hard, look decent. It's just.
I would really.
Who are the Flames? Jason Robertson and Miro Heiskanen.
Again, it turns into you could play well and still lose to a team like Dallas. My concern is that they found their mojo, and it still isn't enough to make them good.
Yeah, because that's what happened. It was November 1st was the game, and they played pretty well, but lost 4-3 in regulation.
Yeah,
and it felt like this is how it's going to go. at least be competitive and have entertaining hockey games. We may see something similar. I do worry a little bit about Dallas at home on a holiday, and
I get a little concerned about the whole picture, and we could talk about it next week. But a back-to-back this weekend, and to lose 3 in a row again, all that slight bit of momentum you had gone. If you
well, and look, maybe you have a goalie steal one of these two. You'll probably see both goalies the next 2 days, but yeah, it's just going to be tough.
Ain't
That's all it is.
Shit, he's not being good enough to steal.
No goalies are good enough until they're good enough. It's voodoo. We'll stop pretending we know when they're going to be good. Like, it's who knows.
Expecting Markstrom tonight, and then TBD obviously for tomorrow would seem like
if Vladar's working the gate, Rhett, you call Connie, tell him he should be in Denver sleeping.
Yeah, this is stupid.
So easy.
I texted Connie yesterday. Because we saw like Eric Francis and I think Leslie were at the football game in Dallas yesterday. Like, did you go to the game? Because I know all the players went to Coleman, so you don't hang out with the players.
Yeah.
And I guess you don't hang out. You just sat and watched it on TV.
He's a Yankee. Why didn't he go home?
That's what I said. In the end, you're American.
Yeah, too busy.
He's busy working.
Do what you want.
GM, really sexy job. No time off.
Grinding.
Might be 2 weeks in July for you. That's about it.
Take some time for yourself, Connie. Take some time for yourself. Don't age. Don't age out.
Just to get back to what Rhett was saying, like they got their mojo. They're playing better. They still only got 3 out of a possible 3 points out of 6 against the Islanders, Seattle, and Nashville. And those aren't teams that I see as playoff teams, maybe bubble teams at best. I put them in the same box as the Flames teams, or everything's going to have to go right for them just to get in. And now they got to run against teams that everything's going to have to go wrong for them not to look like cup contenders, division winners, and locks as playoff teams. They're going to have to be at their best and still get some help and or luck.
Well, and don't be running that half-ass bullshit anyway. You have to play well enough to get in, then we're fine.
If you want life for your boy Connie to be easier, let this 15-game stretch show they're just not good enough, and it is what it is. The problem will be if they're, we got 14 out of 30 points. We're just under 500, and we're only 6 out of the play. No, be bad or be good. None of this middle. Bleh. Been saying it all summer. Yeah. All 3 of us have.
Dean, good or bad? What are you going with for leftovers today? What are you going?
Man, I have so much gravy because I did the get ahead gravy.
How was the other stuff?
Well, Greg sent gravy too.
Secondary.
You know what? What it did though, it worked as a good thickener. There was just enough. There wasn't the top. It was like my hearing. There wasn't a lot on the high end, but there was a little bit. It was just enough to kind of bring it all together. So much gravy, and I actually got more. Kind of drippings out of the breasts than I thought I was going to get. So then I started making a fresh batch to go along with the get ahead gravy. Let's go. It was a fiesta. So lots of gravy left. I made my buns. I'm disappointed with them. I'm a harsh critic. You know what it was? It was the dough. It probably rose too long. We were doing the show. I was watching football. I wasn't paying close enough attention. So they rose. And then the problem was I was letting them rise on the stovetop. And where there's kind of the vent for the hot.
Too much heat.
Yeah. So half of the tray was kind of overheated. So
if Jack didn't ruin everything.
Out of the 24, I probably got 10, 12 that were the way they should have been. So not my best effort.
What about the turkey ball?
Oh,
are you considering it?
Absolutely considering it.
I'd like you to spend some time on that this weekend, please.
Yeah, workshop that for us, would you?
So if we chop, now I don't have dressing is the only thing.
Make some.
Do you make dressing after you've had the dinner? I guess you can, yeah.
No one's telling you what to do here.
Gravy.
You have to have the dressing or it won't. You need the binder.
You need the dressing, and I don't have any. It's we only have the breast, so there's no dark meat, which will provide a little bit of moisture. I'm not sure.
These excuses,
they're not excuses. I'm willing to try anything when it comes to that. But
do it, boy.
All right, boy. Have a great weekend, everybody. If you did not take part in the hijacking of U.S. Thanksgiving yesterday, then enjoy your family and have a great weekend. And we'll be back on Monday, which will be a game day.
From studio.
Seattle. No, Vegas.
Vegas.
Oh my God.
In studio.
Rhett in studio.
Nice.
We'll get you out of your house, please.
Maybe.
It's shorter to my house than it is to the studio, Retro.
Are you going to make turkey balls?
Maybe. I got another chair and another microphone in here.
The boss just walked in there. Was everything all right? Were we paying the bills?
Sincerely, we appreciate you. Thank you to the sponsors. Like and subscribe. We appreciate you. I'd love to see you in Strathmore on Tuesday, but we appreciate you hanging out with us every day. We'll see you next week. Have a great weekend, buddies.